the way rappers are now so aware of their ability to tie into that marketing it suits itself as well. You know, as the rock and roll doesn't fit a basketball montage the way Will.i.am and Black Eyed Peas would. It doesn't grab you in the same way. It doesn't have that repetitive yet fresh take on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it started. Or what was the other joint that he did last year or the year before?
Awesome. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It just immediately hits that demic, that 18 to 34, that every programmer on every station in every market is trying to hit, that 18 to 34, because those are people that's buying, those are people that tune in, those are people that tweet, those are people that post, those are, you know, that's who they want to get. So hip hop immediately grabs that guy and sends him to his phone or to his laptop, and in the way that rock and roll doesn't drive him. So yeah, man.
And this last question before we get into these lyrics. Do you think both Usher and Neo kind of went away from their bass and started experimenting with a little bit of EDM, some electronic stuff, you know, after some pretty successful offerings? Do you think, man, they kind of left the door open, and that's where Justin and maybe even Alan Thicke kind of came in and became the face of soul, the faces of soul music?
Man, I'm so glad you asked that. It seems to be a fear of black artists making black music, even if it's just reaching back and grabbing our roots, like the way Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson did Uptown Funk. Now, we could have did that 10 years ago, but we run away from that. We want to be cool and hip and young and trendy. And so we turn away from, what was that, Raymond versus Raymond that Usher did
right.
After the divorce. That was real soul music. And one day if we got some time, we'll get into soul music versus R&B. That was real soul music. And Neo, for the first 3 albums, said he created a song about his most long-lasting relationship dedicated to a girl on each one of those songs. Real soul music. But now, with what was that, Libra scale or whatever, and this new joint is kind of electronically influenced, and it's cool and it's on the dance floor and it's whatever, but it's no longer them setting the trend, it's them following the trend. And then as far as Timberlake and Robin Thicke, and even Beyonce on the album before Drunken Love and all that, whatever that one was, that one where she Love on Top and all those, where she kind of grabbed those old Yesterday sounds. They all have that approach that is obviously selling records, obviously leading to huge numbers in as far as tours are concerned. I mean, Justin did 200 dates off of 2020. 200 dates. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. And so I think we walk away from our stuff, and we could use it in a much broader, fancier, elaborate way, but we chase trends instead. And those guys recognize that, and they walk. Bruno Mars, Justin, Robin Thicke, they all walk through that door that we slammed a long time ago and refused to open back up.
Now, just say that another guy that I left off, because I really wasn't the biggest, because one of my favorite current R&B producers is Salaam Remi. Yeah. But Miguel came out. He dropped recently, man, and I was really anticipating that record, man. And to be honest with you, when it came out, it really didn't move the needle for me. I really didn't care for the first single, with the coffee joint, with or without Wale. It really didn't do nothing for me. And when it came out, I listened to the snippets, and just on GP, man, I did go back and buy the joint Something Facing the Sun with Lenny Kravitz, but that really kind of put a hole in my R&B calendar for me, man, because I didn't mess with that album.
Yeah, and it was underwhelming for me. And same way with Rico's joint. I just couldn't connect. I went through and I did the press play thing, and Okay, I hear you, but I'm not connecting to any of that. And if your best offering, because most of these guys are giving you what they think is hot right off the bat. If that's your best offering and it does nothing for me, I may not give you a second look for a long time. And that's the way a lot of the music seems to be, man. It seems, I don't want to call it superficial, but it seems light. You know,
exactly.
And so if it's that light on your first offering, nah, I'm good.
All right. This is Pay Me No Mind with your man Wood. I'm on here with my partner, one of my partners in crime, Rasheed Taylor. And then we're gonna get into 3 different songs. They are R&B. I was gonna try to trip you up with some pop and mix in some pop or some rock lyrics from some people that I like the way they write to see if you could discern whether or not it was R&B or something else. But these are all 3 R&B, man. So I'm gonna read you some pieces of some lyrics, man, and we'll see if you can guess any of these.
Okay.
All right, the first one. You say I am only just a loser. I'm gonna use you. They got your mind twisted. You messed up, broke our contract. What's up with that? Don't you know what to do? It's unusual how they run your life. And behind your back, they're telling lies. You know what that is, man?
No.
This was a duo, maybe around 2002, 2003. We talked about one of the people in the duo a couple of times over this interview. It's unusual how they run your life. And behind your back, they're telling you lies.
Keep going.
All right, I go back to the first verse. I didn't go to the first verse on purpose because you might have got it.
Okay, all right.
So the lead-off verse is actually, it was his song. But he says, lady, you've been on some BS, listening to your jealous friends. Don't you think I would have left a long time ago? That should tell you something right there. I'm throwing that in there. That line right there, don't you think I would have left a long time ago? He threw a little funk on the end of that line. But he goes on to say, it's been 6 months. I work hard to make the ends meet. And what's bad, you got the nerve to disrespect me. Your girlfriends wish they had one half of what you have.
And it's a duo. And it's from 2003.
Let me see if I can give you a little bit of the chorus to help you out.
Go ahead.
If I treat you like a dog, then you want to stay. If I treat you like a woman, then you want to walk away. Come on, Wikipedia.
Dude, I'm drawing a huge blank, and I'm embarrassing myself in front of the public.
I needed to trip you up anyway. That was Listen to Your Man by Chico DeBarge and Joe.
Dude, I almost said Joe, but I'm like, nah, I couldn't pull that one. I'm just be real with you. You got me on that one, man. I have forsaken my name and look back. Hopefully, I'll do better on the next 2.
Somebody need to update that page a little better on Wikipedia, you know.
Yeah, real talk.
All right, on the second one, I'm going to start with the first verse to help you out.
All right.
I also mention this person over the course of this discussion, but very briefly. What's wrong with your shady blank waking me up early in the morning, still yawning? Don't you know a brother has sleep? So why the hell you keep on paging me? I told you once before, I'm going to say it once again, don't you call me no more. My girl is lying next to me. Do you think that this is a game? Why you testing me? You keep on stressing me.
Dave Hollister?
Yes, sir. My favorite girl.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm one for one. I mean 1 for 2.
You got a chance to finish the thing on a high note. 66% is good.
hey, Dwight Howard will take it from the line any day.
Yes, sir. All right, let me get this last one set up for you real quick.
All right.
Where was it? Oh, you should knock this one out. I'm gonna go second verse on this one because you should know this.
Okay.
What kind of friends could we have been? Yeah, if we had kept the feelings in. When we had made a vow to be the friends we were since we began, but soon as love appeared, you turned away. And you were so unsure and so afraid. I'm going to stop right there because you should know the rest.
Is that the Deborah Cox and RL joint?
Which one?
The Deborah Cox and RL joint?
Not that. A little older than that. We also talked about this person. He might be on that Mount Rushmore of writers and producers. This might be early 90s.
Babyface?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what kind of...
Where Will You Go? That was Where Will You Go?
Yes! Oh, dude, man, if I could tell you about Where Will You Go, man, that's a breakfast conversation right there. But yeah, okay, yeah.
I thought you... That's why I stopped at, and you were so unsure and so afraid, and then it was a feeling that I was feeling.
Yeah. Because if you'd have said that, yeah, it'd have been over with, dude. I might have started breaking into song on that one, man, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a rap. Hey, man, I appreciate you playing along, man. Any last words on this R&B thing, man? Like I said, we got other discussions to have, of course. But any final thoughts before we get on out of here, man?
No, just be diligent. Be a crate digger. Some of the best music out there is not new, is not current. Nothing wrong with new and current. But some of the best music out there is from yesterday, last year, 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 years ago. That's the only thing. There's so much good stuff out there that we are sleeping on and we passing up. And now with YouTube, you can look it up. Look up Aaron Hall. Look up Jesse Powell. Look up Eric Benet. Look up Terrence Trent D'Arby. Love that guy. Look up Rough Ends from the early 2000s. You remember them?
Shopping spree.
Yeah. So I mean, it's so many. And like you said, look up those guys who have old school R&B pages. They have people that you have forgotten about 10, 15, 20 years ago, but it's just as good as today. So yeah.
Hey, really quickly, let me let you get on. I'm not even gonna give my opinion on it. I just wanna know yours. Better group or more impactful group, and you could take 2 or 3 minutes on this one. Jodeci or the brothers from Baltimore. I forgot their name right after you just said Dru Hill. Better group.
Better group. All right. It's greater group. Greater, Jodeci. Better group, Dru Hill. All of them could sing. All of them could sing well. Most of them could write. As far as, it was really a Casey-driven joint with JoJo and on Shotgun, and Devontae was the fuel for and you kind of asked, well, what did Dalvin do? But Cisco could sing his face off. Jazz was an even better singer. The Chunky brother, Jazz, was an even better singer. Wood could write. Nokia could write and produce. So I would have to say Dru Hill was a better group for me as far as the talent. Song for song, I go with Jodeci. Better catalog. But that first Dru Hill is some of the best R&B post-Jodeci out there.
I drove back from Ohio to San Diego back in like 96 or 97, man, and I hadn't really heard and I had just come off a 6-month cruise anyway, but I hadn't really gotten into Dru Hill. Leaving Ohio, as I hit the border of Indiana, I pop in Dru Hill, and by the time I got to San Diego, man, I knew that whole album word for word.
And that's a testament right there. That's a testament, man, right there.
A brother was out in the plains of New Mexico with his windows down, screaming, "Tell me!"
Yes, sir. That's it, man. Yeah, that first Dru Hill, man, was so. I mean, from end to end, like you talked about, Mary, 19, 17 songs, but from end to end, that 14, 15 songs was as good as it gets, man. Yeah. Yeah.
It was powerful. Hey, man, we already went over. I'm going to try to get this up later on tonight, man. I strongly suggest you go and get on Twitter for me, man, so we can do what we need to do. You know the invite is always out there, man.